In this video, we will explain you about how to conduct experiment on single phase induction motor to draw the equivalent circuit of that. So in order to draw the equivalent circuit of single phase induction motor, you need to conduct two tests. One is no load test, another one is short circuit test. So here we have considered single phase induction motor. Single phase induction motor type is capacitor start, capacitor running induction motor. And then in the construction it basically having two windings, main winding and the auxiliary winding. This part is induction motor, and then supply is given from single phase AC supply is given from the main panel, and then it will be given to the MCB. MCB output will be given to auto transformer, single phase auto transformer. Auto transformer phase point is connected to the main winding phase point through ammeter and then wattmeter, and the neutral point of the main winding is connected to the neutral point of the auto transformer, and then the voltmeter which is connected across the auto transformer in order to measure the output, otherwise voltage applied across the induction motor, is V1, and then range is selected as 0 to 250 because since you are giving single phase AC voltage, voltage will be around 230 to 240 volts. In order to measure that, the scale of the voltage range of the voltmeter is selected as 0 to 250, and then current rating of induction motor we selected is 12 amperes. Hence the ammeter scale range is 0 to 20 amps, and then wattmeter is also 0 to 20 amps, and then 0 to 300 volts. So here you can observe SC and then RC, two capacitors. One is starting capacitor and one is running capacitor. The running capacitor is always connected with the auxiliary winding. So it is centrifugal switch will operate only during starting. Once the motor starts, because of the centrifugal force it will get open and then starting capacitor get disconnected. So let us see how to conduct no load and then block rotor test on this. So firstly we shall go with the connection. As I told you previously in the circuit diagram, the connection is made like this. So first phase input is given to the auto transformer. You can observe yellow and then red wires. These two are input given to the auto transformer, and then auto transformer output this blue point, phase point, and then green will be neutral. Auto transformer output phase point is connected to ammeter. Ammeter is connected to wattmeter, where M and C are shorted, and then V is connected to the neutral of the supply, and then L is connected to main winding. Main winding phase, and then neutral of the main winding is connected to neutral of the supply. This connection is internally done. There is no need to connect auxiliary winding and main winding parallel externally. Internally they are connected. This is starting capacitor, this is running capacitor. So first you have to understand what is the main objective of conducting no load test, and then we shall come up with the short circuit test. No load test is nothing but you have to run the induction motor at no load by applying its rated voltage, and then you have to measure the wattage, power drawn by that induction motor. In ideal case, during no load, no power should be drawn by the induction motor. So practically it will draw the power in order to satisfy the losses. Those losses are called as no load losses. So in no load test, this wattmeter reading will be providing no load losses. No load losses are in induction motor, no load losses are iron losses, which includes eddy current loss and then hysteresis loss, and then it also includes mechanical losses also. These two will be called as no load losses. So you can get the reading of no load loss and the rated voltage applied, and then no load current drawn by the induction motor. By using these three readings, you have to draw the no load equivalent circuit of single phase induction motor. Before going for the conduction, first you should ensure that auto transformer is 0, MCB is off, and then since you are conducting no load test, the load applied over the induction motor is 0. So you can observe both the readings are 0. So the first thing you have to do is you have to switch on the MCB, and then you have to apply rated voltage to the induction motor. Here the rated voltage of the induction motor is 230 volts. So while wearing auto transformer, you have to look into the voltmeter. So you have to vary this auto transformer until this voltage will be 230 volts. Okay, now you have applied 230. Okay, and you can observe the no load current 10-20 amps means upper scale. 6.6 will be the no load current. Okay, and then wattage is 80 watts. That is, you have to multiply with the wattmeter constant also. Okay, 80 multiplied by wattmeter constant is nothing but VI cos phi divided by FSR. So V is voltage setting. What you have done, you have selected the voltage setting as 300. I is current setting. Okay, you have option between 10 and 20. Since they are parallel, it is set for 20. So 300 into 20, and then it is unity power factor meter. So 300 into 20 divided by FSR. What is the FSR here? Full scale reading 1500. So 300 into 20 divided by 1500 will be the wattmeter constant. So 300 into 20 means 6000. 6000 divided by 1500, that is 4 will be the wattmeter constant. So 80 into 4 will be the no load losses of induction motor. Okay, so this is how you have to conduct the no load test. Okay, why after conduction, okay, you have to, first thing is you have to reduce the auto transformer, you have to get it to 0, and then you have to switch off the MCB. Okay, only 3 readings you will be taking. Okay, keep it in mind. The first reading is V0, second one is V0, I0 and W0. Okay, V0 is 230 volts and this is 6.8 amperes. What we got, this is 80 into 4, that is 320 watts. Okay, you have to calculate open circuit, otherwise no load power factor. So in order to calculate this, you should know the equation P is equal to VI cos phi. So if you modify this equation, you will be getting cos phi OC as WOC divided by VOC into IOC. So you can get cos phi OC value, that is no load power factor value. Right. Okay, these are all the readings you should take it. Right. Okay, nextly we shall go with short circuit test. While going with short circuit test, you should change the voltage setting of the wattmeter to 150. Okay, so it is 300 now, just change it to 150. And then why we have to shift it to 150 means in short circuit test, okay, the voltage applied to the induction motor is not beyond 150. Okay, you have to apply only 30 to 50% of the rated voltage, not beyond that. That's why you have to choose the rating of wattmeter voltage as 0 to 150 volts for short circuit test. The other name for short circuit test is blocked rotor test. Why it is called blocked rotor test means generally the load resistance, if you represent equivalent circuit, the load resistance is given by R2 dash multiplied with 1 minus S divided by S, approximate equation. So when slip is unity, then what happens, resistance becomes 0. Okay, when S is equal to 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 multiplied by anything is 0. So in SC short circuit, the resistance is going to be 0. When it is going to be 0? When slip is 1. When slip becomes 1 means slip is actually given by Ns minus N divided by Ns. Okay, if you want to have S as 1, so N should be equal to 0. That means if you stop the motor, if you do not allow the rotor to rotate, okay, then slip is equal to 1 and then load resistance is 0, and then you can call it as short circuit test. Okay, so while conducting short circuit test, since the rotor is blocked, you can also call the short circuit test as blocked rotor test. Okay, both are same, keep it in mind. Blocked rotor test and then short circuit test, both are same. So let us see how to conduct short circuit test. Okay, it is almost similar to the short circuit test what you have done for transformer. Okay, the first thing is you have to ensure that auto transformer is 0. Okay, and then MCB is off, and then you have to block the rotor. Okay, here you can block it manually, otherwise you can apply the load such that rotor is not allowed to rotate. Okay, so what we can do is we can apply maximum load to the rotor, so that rotor is going to be blocked. Okay, before going to apply the voltage, first you have to block the rotor. Okay, I will increase the load. The rotor is not allowed to rotate. Okay, otherwise you can hold it manually if you want to experience the force also. Now the rotor is completely locked. Okay, next you have to switch on the supply, and then you have to apply a voltage such that rated current flows through the induction motor. The rated current of induction motor is you can go through the nameplate details of this. You can observe it is around 12 amps. Okay, in SC test we have to apply 12 amps. By applying certain voltage, that voltage will be 20 to 50% of the rated voltage. Okay, you have to vary the auto transformer until this ammeter indicates 12 amperes. Okay, firstly I will switch on the MCB, and then I will apply voltage such that this ammeter indicates 12 amperes. It is approximately 12 amperes. So now you have to note down these three readings. Okay, this will be the short circuit current, that is rated current. Okay, and then this is short circuit voltage, that is voltage applied during short circuit to pass rated current through the induction motor, and this will be the short circuit power, okay, of induction motor. This is WSC. So it is, okay, you can observe the voltmeter reading. We will be getting it as 54 volts. Current, since we pass the rated current, it is 12, and the short circuit power drawn by the induction motor is 280. You have to multiply that one with wattmeter reading is 280. You have to multiply with wattmeter constant to get the actual wattage. So wattmeter constant is VI cos phi divided by FSR. So voltage setting is 150, current rating is 20, power factor is 1, and then FSR is 1500. If you divide these two, you will be getting 2. So 280 into 2 is 560. This is the short circuit power drawn by the induction motor. By going through these readings, you have to get the values of this equivalent circuit. Okay, so we shall discuss the calculations of these parameters when it comes to the calculation part. Okay, this completes the connection, circuit diagram, connection, and then how to take conduction of that particular experiment, and then how to take out the readings also. I hope all of you understood how to conduct the experiment, that is no load and short circuit tests on single phase induction motor. While shutting down, first thing is you have to get auto transformer to 0. Okay, and then you have to make auto transformer to 0, and then you have to switch off the MCB, and then you have to release the load. You have to follow the exact reverse steps while shutting down.